Hi there, I'm Henry Reed. I'll be your personal mentor for this Atlantic University home study course called Introduction to Transpersonal Counseling. There are many things you could look at in the field of transpersonal counseling. There's more going on in transpersonal counseling than we could possibly cover in one single course. So what should we look at? So we examine some of the ways in which people have learned how to do specific types of healing, like with crystals, with laying on of hands, breath work and body work, past life regression, LSD therapy, channeling, using spirit guides. The list of different therapies goes on. It's endless. Or maybe what we want to do is look at the different kinds of problems that people have. We could also look at all of the different types of spiritual problems that people have. That might include psychic awakening, spiritual emergencies, spirit possession. We can also look at the transpersonal approach to treating problems that we don't ordinarily associate with spirituality, such as depression, stress, overeating, alcoholism. These problems have been with us for a long time, but today they're being looked at in a new way. You're probably familiar with Alcoholics Anonymous and all the recovery movements that spawned. That's a very good opening into spirituality and spiritual counseling. Take depression. It's something that has many people in its grip. Today, we're looking at a spiritual treatment of depression that involves a journey of the soul, a dark sea journey, looking at depression in terms of the possibility for transformation. Another very important topic within the field of transpersonal counseling would be professional issues. This could involve not only the management of your office, your financial affairs, but of course professional ethics. Another area related to that might be the management of the treatment session, from the greeting of the client, working through with the session how to deal with particular things that come up. What do we mean by illness? What do we mean by health? What's the nature of healing? These are important questions, not just philosophical in nature, but they also are going to affect how a transpersonal counselor views their work and how they approach working with a person and performing healing or being in a healing way. So taking into account all of this material that we could possibly examine in a course on transpersonal counseling, what is it we're going to do? Well, we're going to look at how to be a healing presence, how to achieve that state of consciousness such that when you're sitting with a client or being with them, you're being with them in a healing way. We think that this is very important. For no matter what kind of situation you find yourself in with people, whether it's an actual counseling role or in any type of interaction you have with somebody, you always have a chance to be of service. You can be caring and you can be helpful. Well, what exactly does that mean, being caring and helpful? This is something we want to explore in this class. We also want to give you a chance to actually practice, to explore different ways of being with another person and seeing what it feels like to be with them in a way that's healing, that's helpful, to explore your ability to care and the impact of that caring on the other person and on yourself as well too. There are many different philosophies of healing, but they all seem to come back to the same concept of love, and we'll want to explore that, not just philosophically, but in a live, tangible way that you can actually feel and experience for yourself. So we hope you really enjoy this course. As we explore what it means to be a healing presence, think about your times out in nature. When you've gone out of doors to seek some peace and solitude, a chance to restore yourself, what is it that nature has contributed? How has it cheered you up? Did it give you suggestions? Did it send you energy? What did it do exactly? There's something very peaceful and acceptant about nature that perhaps contains a secret about how it means to be a healing presence. You can't beat laying in a hammock for developing a healing frame of consciousness. And I did a lot of work in this little flying carpet, this rocking womb. And now I'm going to be sharing with you a lecture that I gave in an Atlantic University classroom. And I'd like to alert you before the lecture a little bit about what you're going to be hearing. There's going to be a number of concepts introduced, beginning with my own story of how I got involved with this work and had my own healing crisis, which initiated me into a greater consciousness of what healing meant. So you're going to be exposed, for example, to the concept of homeopathy. That's not so much the idea of dropping little pills in your mouth, but it's the deeper spiritual idea that everything happens for a purpose, that an illness comes for a reason, a disturbance happens for a purpose. And the purpose of a problem is that it creates a counterbalancing situation to make something whole and right once again. And if that's the case, then we want to help this process, not try to fight it, not try to spray the illness with some kind of bug exterminating juice, but to listen to it and hear what it has to say. So you'll see that it's very important, if you're going to work as a transpersonal therapist, that you be comfortable with the spiritual purpose behind suffering, disease, or disturbance. And it's easiest to do that, and you can do it with the most authenticity if you yourself have discovered within your own life the purpose and meaning of illness or disturbance, suffering that you've gone through.